Today we're taking off the regulator. I'm just detaching it here from the front. Looks like it's a 3/16 Allen. Got that one too, right? Yeah, I got that off there. All right. Okay, looks like I got to pull that and that right there. I wonder if these will work. Picked these up the other day. Found them in the garage here. I was like, those are kind of cool old tools, man. I'll keep that and fix it up, and I will eventually one of these days. Well, I haven't taken that off yet either. That's got to come off as well. You know what? I heard tap tap once too many times there. All right. Actually, that side doesn't even have to come off yet. Oh yeah, I don't even need that side. We're just gonna pull the top off, that'll all come out. What I do need is the other side to come out though. And it's just gonna cut my fingers all up when that happens. So let's get rid of that. All right. See, y'all don't think I'm freaking retarded. Look at that thing. That's what I kept talking about. It's gonna cut me all up, eat me all up, and all that stuff. Hey, you can throw it down, bro. All right. This we'll talk about later. We break these all the time. Anybody else break these? The clamp, or the bracket, I'm sorry, that holds on the oil cooler. I break them on both sides. This has got two of them right now broken. And I just probably replaced it less than 1,000 miles ago. So anyways, I'm going to set this in here with this and this right now. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so now I should be able to pull this off. There we go. Look at all that oil coming out. Just let it fucking drain. It's only going to drain so long. But let's throw another one in there. That one might drain for a bit. Let's hold it up and plug it with something. There it goes. I thought it would stop. Like it's been running a while. All right, now that that's off, not much else holding that baby on there now. One hose up here and that's it. Holding the whole thing, right? Oh wait, there's electrical over here. Hang on. Can't see it. Uh-oh, it broke. Good thing we're replacing that fucker. Maybe that's the problem, dude. Maybe that's part of the problem here. All right, let's get this off. Whoa, shit, wasn't expecting that. I can honestly say I wasn't expecting that one. All right, welcome back, folks. So while I was offline for a little bit, I was cleaning this part up, and then I thought I would take the 4 bolts off of here that are holding this thing on, the regulator. And, well, no shit, but I cracked every one of them, got the last one, and it did not really, I don't know if you can see that. I'm sure you can see just a little bit of blue in there, but it's loaded in there like crazy. Put it on this camera too. I don't know if that worked or not. But anyways, this thing was loaded with blue Loctite. Could not get this thing off for nothing. Had to get the heat gun out and applied some heat to it. Actually had to do it to 2 of them and got them both finally. So now I just got to finish taking this off and get it all cleaned up. And we can put the other regulator back into this area. So I'm trying not to throw oil all over. Because I'm keeping the tube in this frame here and just replacing the regulator here. All right, folks, well, I won't bore you with the removal of the next 3 bolts here, but I'll catch you on the other side. Be right back. All right, check this out. You guys see the blue in there? Oh my gosh, look at all the blue. There's so much blue, and it's in every single one. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Everyone is just like that. That's a really good example. There you go. Holy cow. From the factory that way. All right, folks. So we're back here. We just got done doing some Loctite, put some new black bolts in. Basically right here. Getting this thing ready to go for a new install. Okay. I'm back. I had to cut a zip tie off here, so I get this. Now I need to get this off, so I'm going to use this tool here. I'm just going to pry this out. Just get that out of there. And then we can get this guy back up in there. Yeah. Just like that. Has to go in here. Oh yeah, look at that. Worked. Worked like a charm. Okay, I'm gonna grab another zip tie real quick. We'll put on this here. Hey, if anybody out there knows what this is, I really don't. I don't know if it's I think temperature sensor, but I don't know. I can't think of any other reasons outside everything down here when there's all kinds of other stuff up inside here. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what I was wondering if anybody knows what it is. Looks like it's got, I could probably look it up in the book. It's got yellow with a black stripe and brown with a black stripe. So yellow with a black stripe, brown with a black stripe. Anybody tell me what that is? That'd be awesome. There we go. We're just going to put it right there like that, censor down good. And make sure we cut this properly so nobody gets cut by that thing later, right? We don't want anybody getting hurt. Me or a technician on the road somewhere. All right, welcome back, folks. We got this in hand here. We're going to go ahead and get this installed up here. Be careful about all that. All right. And up there, that looks good. And these guys, bring these guys down. Up there, I think. Maybe up a little bit. Kind of dark in there. Otherwise, I put you guys in there, but I can barely see in there. It's always really dark up in there. See if I can show you guys here. All right, so here we are. That's what I was putting on right there. So you have some context as to what's going on. So you can't see anything in there. It's just too dark. Hello, we are back. I'm on my last one here, so I thought I'd bring you back. So these are brand new black bolts. I went down to the hardware store and bought. I think they're alloy steel is what they are, powder coated. Tiny little drop. That's all you need, just a tiny little drop. You don't need to coat the whole thing. You don't need to fill the hole. You don't need to go those routes. It's just not needed. A lot of the problems that I had here, in fact, I'll show you guys here shortly. But in a nutshell, my old regulator, all 4 holes are still blue. Like blue. And this shit's 5 years old. All right. Don't need to go any tighter than that. Got some blue Loctite on there. It's good to go. All right. Let's show you that real quick, actually. And I'll get ready to clean this up. Instead of cleaning this up so I can put the lid on without having crap everywhere. Oh, it's hot here. Got hot today. All right, let's take you over. All right, welcome back, folks. We're going to put in this old oil cooler here. A little oily. That's why I'm grabbing the paper towel here, just kind of clean it up a little bit before we slap her on there. We don't want her dripping oil for any reason and going, what's that from? That'd be kind of messed up, huh? Yeah, everything's got to be clean before she goes back. All right. So unfortunately, we don't have any mounts. They broke. So we're going to hold this up with zip ties. I don't know if I explained this in another episode or not, but I'll explain it again. Basically, I was hit with a hard hat helmet going down the road. Broke both of these and just kind of left it hanging, dangling. And you can see, I mean, it's, I don't know if you can see that, but it's bent. No question, it's bent. That's from the hard hat hit. Oops, dripping oil. Not to do that without making a mess, right? All right, so yeah, we're gonna hook this baby back up and zip tie her up and get it going. So anyways, I have a teaser. I install these, I don't know, at least once or twice, probably every month and a half to 2 months. It just depends on my number of miles riding. But I ride through oh shit. I ride through California a lot. It's starting to come out again, like pour out. So with that said, I'm gonna let it pour out. Anyways, I go through these about once every month or two. And I don't think my suspension is too weak. I love it. Works good. Definitely don't have any issues like that. Except this. But this was happening before I installed this suspension, so I don't really think it's the suspension. And it's a, what is it, Axio Olins, I believe that is. Inserts. Anyways, the teaser that's coming here is we're getting rid of this. Completely getting rid of it. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of oil, what is it? Uncle Bud's oil cooler. This thing is pretty awesome. It basically mounts underneath the bike. So put that down there and put that over there and put this up here. I'm telling you, I can change this thing alongside the road these days. Because they do break so often. Last when I was back in Georgia, I live in Arizona, visiting my mother. Just before I got to her house, somewhere along the way, something kicked up and broke it. So I ordered another one while I was sitting right there. I had it delivered in a few days. Put it on, and I was on my way. All right. So those are done. Let me find a right socket for that. Yep. All right, here we go. My favorite. All right. By the way, when I change that oil cooler out, I don't even lose half a cup, not even a quarter cup probably, of oil. I'd say a quarter cup is pretty fair to say. But yeah. I'm going to go to the other side and tighten it up real quick. Be right back. Again, maybe one of you people out there have experienced the same problem going through oil coolers, which I don't understand, but maybe somebody does. Help me out. I'd love to. I'm not an expert on these things. I just know how to work on them. That's it. I just mechanically inclined. I have a service manual. I can read. I can think. You know. Anyways, that's about it. I'm gonna zip tie this baby up, and we're done with this episode here as well. More to follow.